You're listening to the Ecosystem Approach show. I'm Jason.
And I'm Patricia.
We discovered that human potential is severely limited when you program humans like a machine, which is standard practice today for self-improvement.
The Ecosystem Approach teaches you how to uncover your infinite potential by using natural methods that are truly revolutionary. Join us now for the Ecosystem Approach show. This is Jason and Patricia Roan for the Ecosystem Approach, talking about this week's show. It's about channeling Carl Sagan and what we
love
learned.
That guy, yes.
Yeah. And it's about what we learned about what souls are able to do or not after death.
And frankly, it's not like a conclusion. We're still working on this.
Yes.
So if you're someone that feels like we're in the time of real change and possibility, we're talking about the alliance that we created that's going to be changing the future. Do you want to be part of this alliance? Will you be part of this alliance?
Right.
So let's start with the beginning, the story.
Okay. Go ahead, Jason.
So Patricia and I, after 25 years of working as intuitives, and we've been working together for that long.
Yes, we have.
And we were just casually talking, and I said, well, let's see if we can channel Bashar, Abraham, or Seth.
Right.
Now, for those of you that don't know, they're famous entities that have been channeled since the 60s, actually.
Right. That's right.
And they had quite a following. Seth was first, then it was Abraham. And Abraham was, the channeling from Abraham was behind that video, The Secret, that happened.
It was a movie, but yes.
A movie, yes. A while back.
Yes.
And Bashar is more recent, but he's been around for a long time too.
Right.
So I asked you to connect, and so what happened?
Well, and when I was like, never entered my mind to even ask. So Jason and I sat down, we did our usual thing, and I said, Bashar, Abraham, Seth, are any or all of you willing to connect with me, connect with us? And there was kind of a little bit of silence, and I heard yes. And I said, who are you? And the voice was male, said, I'm Abraham. And I said, okay. What do you have to say? Do you need me to ask you questions? I mean, I really didn't know how to do something to this extent. Let me just say it that way.
We didn't really have an agenda.
No, not at all. And the other thing is that they were so large in the things that they had done that I am thinking
they were kind of like a celebrity.
There you go.
Think about
that's a really good way to think about it.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I started talking, and I said, okay, Jason, you asked the questions, and which is
the way we normally do it.
Which is the way we normally do it. And Jason said, Abraham, is there anything you want us to know? Is there what information can you give us? And the energy I could feel the energy starting to rise. But the thing that was the most amazing were the words, we've been waiting for you. And I stopped, and I was stunned. And I said, excuse me, did I hear you correctly? And are we connected correctly? And he said, yes. We've been waiting for you. And I stopped. I said, Jason, you are not going to believe this.
It was
shocking.
Shocking to us. And so think about it. You have an audience with a celebrity that you've heard a lot about.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, and they're saying, well, we've been waiting for you. Now, the backstory is,
okay, go ahead.
We've been doing this for 25 years. And we've just been following our intuition. We've just been going. We have this kind of knowing.
Yes.
But we haven't been validated outside of ourselves at all. It's not like people are coming forward and say, yeah, we we know what you're doing.
Correct.
We've had good results with clients, but it's not like it's exploded or people can see us or whatever. And
we've questioned it more than once.
What you said, he kept talking. Abraham kept talking. He said, "We can see your light, and we've been waiting for you." And it was, I mean, what? And,
yes.
and this was more than this. This was beyond our expectation. And then he said, "Okay."
And then he said,
"You have the missing piece."
And I said, "Excuse me, I'm going to be back in a few minutes. Just give me a moment." And I sort of tapped Jason and I said, "He just said we have the missing piece." And both of us, I mean, we got, how do I explain it? The shock still was there.
And so, for us, we're just going along, and in this world, in our physical world today, people can't see who
somebody is.
We can't see who people are. We can't see other people's evolution. And what we do see, and which is a real distortion, is other people's accomplishment. We can see how much money they have because they tell us, okay? They tell us how much money they have, or they get some sort of reputation with awards and certifications or fame.
Correct.
And fame is not evolution. Money is not evolution. Awards in themselves are not evolution. And often they can be quite political, getting an award. Who gets an award, who doesn't get an award. It's not based on true objectivity. It's.
I want to go back to something. I remember when they said, we've been waiting for you. And I remember asking, "What do you mean you've been waiting for us?" And they said, "We've been waiting for you. You have the missing piece." Okay, there was that. And then I said, "I need to quit for now because this was totally overwhelming." We went back the next day. And the next day, I was better prepared, let me say it that way, to ask a few questions. And I knew that they would be big questions. And I said, "Abraham, are you willing to talk to me again?" And he said, "Absolutely." And I said, "How do you know?"
Actually, he doesn't really talk like that. He talks more like Darth Vader.
Yes, he does.
It's in a tube or something. But okay, so yeah.
I wasn't going to explain that, but all right. Anyway, but the part that was amazing to me is I said, "How did you know it was? How did you know about us? How did you? Why are you connecting with us?" And he said, "Because we." And there's a key right there. "We see your light. Your light is brighter than anyone on earth out there right now." And I said, "Why? Why is my light brighter than, my neighbor?" We'll put it that way. And he said, "Because you have removed the negative energy that has kept you and earth from evolving. And that is one of the major reasons that you are on earth. We all come in with a purpose, and you and Jason have this light, and you can do this."
So fast forward.
Okay.
The first time we had, this is the beginning of our second alliance.
Yes.
Was you felt this presence when you were talking to Abraham.
Yes.
And it was Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and she said,
well, I felt her on my left, near my left shoulder. And I basically said, "Who are you and what are you doing here?"
So from Ruth, there was then 12 other people
have come in.
It's a whole list. We've been talking to them. We've been talking. Our shows have been about the channeling that we're doing with them.
Yes.
Our next show.
Yes. And by the way, this is exciting.
This is exciting because this information that we're getting, there's a couple things that's happening. One is we're getting information from these individuals.
That is correct.
But they're starting to collaborate with each other. And we're seeing that the first alliance, Bashar, Abraham, and Seth, is collaborating with the second alliance.
Which is,
And then what we see the possibility, and this is what happened with the channeling with Carl, and we're going to talk about this in the show.
yes, we are.
That, what can we do? Ruth said this too, but
She did.
They're starting to think, okay, what can we do on this side to help you on that side?
Yes.
And change the future. Eleanor Roosevelt, who was one of the ones that we talked about, she said, you guys are going to change the future.
And
we want to include you. If you're listening right now, we want to include you. So
come join us. Come join us. Listen to our show and remember something, that we all come here with a purpose, and you're here at this time on earth for a reason. And if you get this at all, you could be part of this alliance as well.
And so here's what you need to do. You need to make sure that you're connected with us.
Yes.
Go to our website, the Ecosystem Approach. In the bottom, there's a newsletter place where you can sign up for the newsletter.
Right.
That way, only thing we ask for is your email address.
Mm-hmm.
Go to our YouTube channel, the Ecosystem Approach with Jason and Patricia Roan.
Yes.
Subscribe to our channel, not because it helps our channel. Whether that helps us anymore or not, I don't know. Who knows? The YouTube algorithm is going crazy. No one knows anymore.
Well,
but what it means is that you get notified when we have a new show.
Yeah.
And as this information comes out, you guys are going to be the first to get it. It's really, really important.
Yes.
This is going to make a difference in the world. So do that with us.
Be sure to watch the full version of the show and see the link below. This is Jason and Patricia Roan giving you a preview of our next Ecosystem Approach show. Thank you for listening to the Ecosystem Approach show with Jason and Patricia. I'm Patricia. Tune in every week as we discuss practical ways to apply the ecosystem approach and develop your potential to live your life on your terms. For more information, visit our website at theecosystemapproach.org.